Guys, is Jello Fuel with another video. The goal with my 350Z is this. I have this concept in my mind of a car that is like weekend warrior, like spirited driving, track ready. Like all I would need to do is like change out the brake pads and take it to the track if I wanted to. Um, So, like, as far as numbers go, I'm aiming for 10 pounds of curb weight to every one wheel horsepower. And I think I've actually met that goal with the removal of the speaker box. I need to get the car on a scale, but I do believe this car weighs just over 3,000 pounds. Now, the O3 Touring, it's comes in at a curb weight of 32.47. And just kind of, I have a spreadsheet of stuff of weight I've added and mods that have removed weight. Like I'm not going to get it as light as a Yaris. I kind of actually want to take the Yaris to like a auto cross event just because I think it would be absolutely hilarious to see a little blue turd out there, probably just spinning around doing donuts. I did compile like the second half of my video here. I run over the weights of these items, but I forgot to mention that at some point, probably right after I got the car, the subwoofer did not work at all. So I removed it and the metal, I don't know, the metal bracket that would have gone right here behind the driver's seat. So the subwoofer and that plate, I think the plate weighed 2 pounds and subwoofer probably 2 or 3. So for bonus content, stick around to the end of the video. I run over the weights of the parts removed, and I've got useful tips and info. Okay, so to wrap up this video, I'm going to try and think some tips, like some info that I wish I had known going into this project. Like, you know how with headers on the VQ, like, it's not something you really want to do just for the sake of having them. Like it's something you do when you have the engine out for some other maintenance of some type. And it's the same deal with this speaker box. Like if you're like gutting it for a race car, then yeah, it's definitely worth taking out. If you're removing a ton of like, if you're removing the seats and you're removing a pile of other stuff, anyways, even just for like deep cleaning or something. Yeah, I guess what I'm just saying is it's just making a project of going in just to cut out the metal speaker box. Not really worth it unless you're just really after that race car life. You do have to cut the metal in places. I wasn't able to use these little spot weld removal drill bit things to get it all out because this is kind of upside down, but now it's kind of familiar. I kind of mangled it. I shoved the right away. I just shoved my floor jack in there and just kind of pressed it out, and it broke it loose for me, and mangled it a bit. I would cut it for a few reasons because first of all, this is where like the top of the like that hump is, where the speakers go, and there's like there's spot welds behind that and like a tack weld that you kind of have to sort of grind off. And that's on either end. And then on the underneath, like between the, that bass speaker and your glove box, there's like this center support. And the center support, thinking in terms of an assembly line, it seems the center support, that mangled mess there, I think that it's tack welded onto the unibody of the car in the middle of like that saddle there, and then this platform spot welded on top of all that into the body of the car, and then there's like this portion, the third and final portion of the speaker box, that's tack welded or spot welded on top of that. So yeah, there are portions, like especially that portion and the sides of the top of the speaker box. you have to cut through it to get through to drill bits, or get the drill bits through to the spot welds. Hey, this is quite a long video. Here's some bonus content I made. So I just grabbed bathroom scale and weighed this junk because there's so much information on the forums, like on my350z.com. People are like, oh, I took out this, oh, that speaker, it weighs like 18 pounds. Now my car weighs like less than a Civic. It's just people just making outrageous claims on weights and stuff. Like, these parts don't weigh that much. On this scale, using that block of wood because I don't want to scratch this glass. I have to live with it. The metal weighs 30 pounds. Like, it was 31 with the block. I'm assuming the block weighs a pound. So it's roughly 30 pounds of steel. The plastic came out to like 11, 12 pounds. And that's just what I left out of the car. So it's like the glove box. There's like, glove box, there. And just all the covers, like, that wraps around the box. And the two little speakers that weigh about 2.5 pounds each. There's a few bolts. Here, let's take a look inside the car for bonus content squared. Past the Corbeau seats. And this is what it looks like in there now. Not the cleanest job. I did put as much trim back. So like when you turn around, all you see is like this. And what I'd like to do is just get a G35 coupe rear seat and just put it there. And that would just be like excellent sound deadening for the exhaust system there. I think the only bit of metal I can get out was this metal here that runs underneath this big plastic. I think, I don't know. I think there might be spot welds underneath the car. I'm not totally sure. I just didn't have it in me to go through and find out. And it's not a lot of metal there anyways. I'm going to revisit that at some point. But yeah, if you like my content, please drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe. All right, until next time.